Right. Thank you so much, Zainab. And it's really lovely to be able to come to the office and really soak in the beautiful culture that you people are creating there, right? So I'm really, really glad that I can be a part of that. So welcome everyone. Before I begin, let me just share my screen and get my slides up. Okay, so before I begin, a little bit about me. So I am a wellness advocate with doTERRA, and besides that, I am a spiritual teacher, and I conduct a lot of trainings that people can take for personal development, as well as if they want to make a career or a business and, teach others. And I do many trainings connecting people to the angelic realm. So in my talk, you might hear words like energy, vibration, and we'll talk not just about the physical, but also like the mental, emotional, spiritual ways that the oils can help. And I've been using them. I'm also a health coach, and that's when I discovered doTERRA oils, and they were still not in India. And I was very interested in using essential oils, and I knew that doTERRA did the purest oil, and I really was hoping that they would come to India at some point. And so I've been using them for myself. I've been using them in my practice with my clients. I've integrated them in the programs that I offer. And the only thing I can say is that they can really amplify, the results that you want to get. They amplify whatever that you may be doing in your day-to-day life, in your business, in your work. And the way I use them and the way I would be talking about them, and I hope that people use them, is for preventive, self-directed healthcare. So that would be something, you might find that as a common thing throughout my talk today. So let's get started. So as you all know, doTERRA means gifts of the earth, and they have the power to change the way you think, feel, and live. So I believe that Mother Earth has provided us and provides us with everything that we need to take care of ourselves and to really live good, healthy, vibrant lives. So before we do anything, right, I always say, what is your intention? What is my why? Why am I doing this? And when I found doTERRA essential oils, and before I brought it to myself, to my family, to my extended family, to my clients, friends, there were certain, things that I looked at and that were important to me. So essential oils are literally, like, I felt they were like plant magic. And I did a lot of research on them, read about them, and because they come from the plants, and this is again in context of doTERRA, there are no additives. There's nothing else that is added there. So they're absolutely pure plant essence. They come from the earth, and then they have this really magical ability to impact us. And they carry the vibrations, the qualities of the plant and the system that they come from, right? So they can really bring those to you. Like, so if you look at the root oils, they have the ability to bring you grounding. That's the quality. Like, so if you look at citrus oils, they have an uplifting quality. So they really embody these qualities depending on which part of the plant they're really extracted from. And they really work like magic. They can bring that to us. Then I knew that health was not just about our physical body. And so we have a physical body, and then we have energy bodies or etheric bodies around us. So we have like mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So we are not just this body. And I could see that the oils have the ability to impact all our bodies, and also health is not like linear. It's not like we don't have to really wait till the symptoms really start to show up, but if we really need to take care of our body every single day. And we live in a vibrational universe, so it's like actually the symptoms in your physical body is the last stage. Like, so when we say disease, it means disease. Some thought or some emotion is causing some disease in your body, and that's how it is manifesting as a disease. So everything is connected, and I look at health in a very multidimensional way. And I could see that the oils can impact us, like they can impact our mental clarity, our mindset, they can impact our emotions, and also spiritually, they can amplify and they can really help us connect more with whichever higher power that we are connecting with. Also, I saw that the alchemy of oils is such that you see very quick results, and the way it's absorbed in our body is very powerful, and it's very different, and they can really access our body systems in a very powerful way. And of course, you would know this by now that the oils are basically a volatile compound. So when I actually breathe this in, this is changing from a liquid to a gaseous form, and then it has the ability to really penetrate my body systems. And so when I inhale this, it goes and directly goes and hits my limbic system. This is where I store my memories and also emotions, right? And that's why, it can really impact me emotionally. And that's very powerful if you're looking at it from a day-to-day or a preventive perspective. I can actually bring the qualities I need in my day to myself. So if I need more balance, I can use balance. If I need to calm down, I can use lavender. So I can very intentionally bring these qualities that I need at that moment, the support that I need. If I know I'm going to have a challenging day or a hectic day, I can create like a self-care ritual with balance that I start my day with, right? And so I felt that you could really bring the qualities or the vibrations that you need to basically stay stable. That's what we want, like absolutely stable health and not going up and down like that, not just physically, but also emotionally and also mentally. So also when we inhale, and these oils, they actually hit our limbic system, it is also connected to our nervous system. And our nervous system has two gears, like the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. So we should ideally be in the parasympathetic state 80% of the time, but we are not, because of stress. It could happen because of trauma, because of just being very high strung, or just being very overproductive. It could be many reasons. So the sympathetic state is also called the fight and flight mode. And so that's the stage where the body kind of shuts down systems that are not contributing to, say, your defense or to fighting something. And in the parasympathetic state, that's the heal, digest, and rest state of our nervous system. And that is where your body can optimally take care of itself, and all, our digestion is good, and body can really maintain the systems. And that's where we need to be. And these oils can truly help us shift from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic. And so there is a blend you could use this using lime and clove, and you can apply this behind your ear here. This is where we have our vagus nerve, and our vagus nerve connects a lot of our organs, and anything that you put here is a very effective way of using these oils. So I could see that we could get results very quickly. The moment I use the oil, I can shift my moods. Then I looked at quality, safety, and testing. This is very important for me when I am using something for myself, I'm applying it or ingesting something, and also if I'm using that for my family. So I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. And I figured that it was really easy to create preventive, self-directed self-care rituals for yourself because we already have very busy lives. And I know I wouldn't be very committed to something that I would do that takes a lot of time or is too elaborate. And so I'll also be sharing a few rituals or things and how you can really integrate the mental, physical, emotional, spiritual aspects and use these oils. So what are essential oils? It's not something new. They have been used since centuries in ancient cultures like the Greek culture, the Egyptian culture, and they basically come from, they're the essence of the plant, and that's distilled into usable oil. And like I said, it's a volatile aromatic compound. And why do plants produce essential oils? They produce this as a defense mechanism to allow damaged tissues to heal, and also as a communication method. So they can bring all of this to us. And historically, they've been used for religious practices, health practices, and also in food or as food. So just something about frankincense. The frankincense raisin was considered so precious that it was used as a form of currency. And even today, this is one of the most expensive oils and one of the most amazing oils. It's been historically used spiritually as well. One quality of frankincense is that if you add it to any blend or anything that you're using, any other oils that you're using, if you add a drop of frankincense, it has the ability to amplify or uplift the impact of all the other essential oils as well. So talking a little bit about doTERRA, we all know doTERRA is based in the US. And of course, when they came to India, one of my primary questions and thoughts was that, are we going to get the same quality of oils and the same product? And yes, we do get that. And they have a corporate office in Andheri as well. So everything that I'm going to talk is going to be applicable only to doTERRA oils, obviously. So these are a few things that I looked at that make their products even more special for me. And this is something important for me to share with others, is that they have a website called sourcetoyou.com, and you can actually go and plug in. Every bottle has a unique serial number. And if you put it here, you can really look at all the tests that have been done on that particular bottle of oil. And I love the transparency that that it offers you as a user or even as a business builder. And also Source to You, to me, is that whole wonderful thing that doTERRA controls the entire chain from the source till it comes to you. So they can really take care that there is no adulteration. They can really control that, and they can control the quality. And they do the testing at multiple stages of that supply chain, not just on the end product. And to me, that's I can be assured that what I'm using has certain quality, and it's safe for me to use this product as well. doTERRA teams up with farmers. They go to places that they need help to kind of develop, and they uplift communities. And I love that they have a service angle attached to whatever they are doing. Their intention is to serve, and I think anything that has that intention really prospers. And every time that I'm buying like a bottle of this oil, it's not just, I'm creating a ripple effect that's not just going forward, not just with the person I share this with, and they share it with other people, and so on and so forth. I'm also supporting all the people behind this, all the farmers, and that entire community. So every time you buy this bottle, it's like you're creating a ripple effect of goodness. Every time you're sharing this, you're creating a ripple effect of goodness as well. So let's look at some oil basics that's kind of applicable to all products. So if we look at safety, we know that it's 100% natural and safe because we have put certain tests in place. There's quality control, and they are committed to getting you the purest essential oils in the world. And so that we know that there are no side effects that this product really has. And they're also 50 to 70% more powerful than herbs, right? So even in India, in Ayurveda, we use herbs, and these oils are 50 to 70% more powerful. And so imagine the impact they can have. And doTERRA has certified pure tested grade oils. This is a certification that they have developed. And so we know that they are pure and potent. They're also effective because, like I said, the way they're absorbed in our body is very unique because of their alchemy, and they can actually penetrate. So our bodies are made up of small cells, and they can actually penetrate through the membrane of the cell and go inside the cell. And that's where your viruses live, and they can really very powerfully help our bodies. They're also affordable. Like a lot of people might think that they're expensive because, most people, when they think of essential oils, they think that maybe it's just like a pretty fragrance, something you're supposed to just diffuse. And I mean, I always say that there is nothing like doTERRA in the Indian market. There is no comparison. There's no product I would actually compare these oils with. And if you actually use them ongoingly every day as preventive healthcare or in your self-care rituals, you just need like a drop, and in most cases, the dosage is just one drop. And the more we invest today, like those small little moments in taking care of ourselves, we can really create long-term health, because today the average life expectancy that we have is around 84 years. And so we really need to pace ourselves so that we can really live good, healthy, long-term lives. So just to illustrate these points, these are real pictures that are from, my upline in the US, Heather Anderson. These are her nieces. And so in their homes, they used doTERRA products. And these girls had a ritual that every night before sleeping, they would apply doTERRA lavender on their chest, because it's a calming oil, helps you sleep better. And that was their ritual. And they went to visit some relatives, and they didn't have doTERRA oils, but they ended up using some other brand of lavender oil. And they got these severe burns, and that took a long time to heal. So this really illustrates like the quality that we have with these products is amazing. Especially doTERRA lavender is the pharmaceutical grade oil. Also, if you compare diffusing an oil, which we know is pure, to the sprays that we use, room sprays or fresheners, there are just so many toxins in them. And when you diffuse an essential oil, it's just the oil and water. And it's also bringing you all of those wonderful qualities that it carries. How fast do the oils work? So in 22 seconds, these molecules can reach your brain. In 2 minutes, they are found in the bloodstream. And in 20 minutes, they will affect every cell in your body. Looking at affordability, so how many drops are there in each bottle? So on an average, in 15 ml bottle has 250 undiluted drops, 5 ml has 85. And the touch products that are pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil have 166 diluted drops. So if you really look at the cost in Indian rupees, like a drop could be somewhere around 8 to 9 rupees on an average. So that's really, nothing compared to the goodness that they are bringing us if we really use them with that love and commitment. So 3 ways that we use these products. One is to, of course, inhale it. And so aromatically, you can inhale directly from the bottle. You can drop it in your hand and inhale it. And one of my favorite ways to use it is in the diffuser. And it's so simple and easy. Like I'm making this presentation and my diffuser is working and it's doing its job and I'm doing mine. So it's really helping me amplify, my senses. I'm diffusing lemon and peppermint and rosemary and juniper berry, and then they're bringing me the qualities of focus and, keeping my energies nice and clear. So you can be very intentional when you use it, and you can go on and do your work while the oils are working on you. Topically, they can be, most of the oils are safe to be applied on the skin, but if I would always recommend using fractionated coconut oil because we discussed how, the oils are volatile compounds, so they will evaporate very quickly the moment you put them on your skin. And a carrier oil does exactly that. It helps to carry these oils deep into your body, into your tissues, so that you get maximum benefit. And so it's always best to dilute them. Also, certain oils, I mean, please do not use them without proper education. Certain oils are photosensitive, like most the citrus oils are photosensitive. That means that if you go out in the sun after you applied them, you might get burns as well. So you need to just know that certain oils could also be hot oils. And also the third way is internal use. So doTERRA oils are safe to be taken internally, and again, use like glass or a steel container, and they're fine in ceramic as well. Do not use plastic or styrofoam, and you can take them in veggie caps. And this is what I love, that you can bake with them, you can cook with them, you can have hot water, cold water, you can make drinks with them. You can be so creative in the way you use them in your food as well. So let's look at the top 10 oils. And so these are in our kits, and doTERRA India has actually made these kits real value for money. And that's a great place to really start your journey. That's what I recommend to people, because you can kind of get a holistic sense of how to use the oils and how to create your diffuser blends and different blends, and all of that. So the top 10 oils kind of take care of in most of our body systems. And so if you look at deep blue, that's for anything to do with your pain, your joints, muscles, muscle pulls. And it has in it the wintergreen oil, and wintergreen is one of my favorites. Spiritually speaking, it carries the vibrations of Archangel Raphael, who is the greatest healer in the universe. He's in charge of healing. So this is a very powerful healing oil, and this is present in deep blue. Digest, then, as the name suggests, it's for your digestive system, for anything to do with your digestion. And as a ritual, like how in India we eat soft, like you can have like a glass of water with just a drop of digestan and make that a practice. Breathe is, like the name suggests, is for your respiratory system, and it's really good for people maybe who snore, or people with asthma have had great support with this oil. It helps you manage asthma or any breathing related issues, and keeping your airways open. And also, of course, if you have any congestion or cold, this is a great oil to work with. Breathe on a emotional level. It helps in cleansing grief. Like we tend to store our grief in our lungs, and it really helps in releasing that. So for people who've gone through trauma, or they've gone through transitions or a sense of loss, it's a really great oil to work with. So each oil would have like some physical, emotional, benefit, and depending on that, you can really use them powerfully in whatever helps you in your life. Then we have peppermint, and peppermint is like there's so many ways you can use this. This is one of the most amazing oils. I've really used it for pain support, like for heavy heads or headaches, or days you don't sleep well and you wake up and you're not really switched on, and you can kind of use peppermint. It's really like pick me up, wake me up kind of an oil. It also helps you focus, and I've used it to really bring down fever or a sense when you feel like I'm going to get sick, and you use peppermint, it just makes you feel better. So there are many, many ways you can use this oil. It also aids in your digestion. Lavender is really good. Like I use it for skin support, sleep, one of my go-to oils for sleep and diffusing, to get deep, restful sleep. Another oil that we have that's great for that is juniper berry, and that's also good for people who have like maybe nightmares. And juniper berry is also very good for cleansing our energy as well. Lavender is also an oil that helps you speak your truth and really open your heart center. Lemon is a cleansing oil. It's great for detoxifying, and it has, again, an uplifting quality like all citrus oils. It's good for focus. So if you want to work and you're doing something, you can diffuse this. And On Guard is like the name suggests, that it's a protective blend. And it's really great if you catch a virus, or generally like in a preventive way, I would use it if I know that there's a viral going on around me. I would diffuse this in my home just to make sure that, you know, we are safe. It's also great for cleansing and sanitizing. Frankincense is very good for skin, for cellular function, and it's a part of DDR prime, which is really to take care of our cells. And we know that a lot of diseases are connected to cellular health, right? So two of my everyday oils are DDR prime and Meta Power, because DDR prime takes care of my cellular function and Meta Power takes care of my metabolism. So then frankincense is also good for any bone related issues or pain, and I've seen that it really helps heal that as well. And obviously spiritually, it's an oil. If you diffuse it, if you meditate, or you are a healer, or you're in that realm, if you diffuse this really helps in creating a clearer and more stable connection in your meditation and visualizations, and really raise the vibrations of your space. Then oregano is also, it has a lot of antioxidants, and I've seen it really heal very bad infections. And tea tree is, again, very good for skin and nails. I've seen it heal a lot of infections that you might get with your nails. And it's very good for ear infections. And also this is a cleansing oil. Energetically, this is a really powerful oil to cleanse your space and to release lower energies from your space. So if we really look at, you know, like if we take out all our medicines, and we just probably need these 5 oils to really take care of, you know, everything that we can really come across in our day-to-day lives. So lavender is really good with allergies, any sleep related issues. And of course, like in my practice, like if someone comes to me, the first question I would ask them is, how is your sleep? Because if your sleep is not good, that's an indication that something is not really working well in your bodies. And, you know, so that's one of the ways it manifests. So, and we heal while we sleep. So it's really important to have deep, restful sleep. And lavender is great with that. We have another oil called Serenity. That's great as well. That has lavender in it. It's a very calming oil, and this is one of my go-to oils. You can create associations, you know, with oils. Like, so for me, whenever I want to create feelings of calmness and just being settled in my body, in my energy, lavender is the fragrance that I connected with. And so every time I inhale it, my body automatically goes into that space. So we can very intentionally bring whatever we want to bring, the emotions, the feelings that we want to bring, you know, and we can choose that every single day. Lavender is great for like any kind of burns, bites, anything to do with the skin. It's really amazing. Lemon is, like I said, a cleansing, detoxifying, mood boosting oil, and you can use it for these functions. Anything related to your tummy can be taken care of by digestion, peppermint, and also for your respiratory function, you have breathe. That can really help you. For pain and inflammation, we have deep blue. So and I would use, like, say, suppose I'm feeling some pain or I've got hurt, I would probably use deep blue topically, and I would have a drop of turmeric in my you know, milk internally, because I know it can help me with inflammation inside my body. If I have some bruise or hurt, I know that I have some inflammation in my body. So you can, and I could diffuse wintergreen, right? So you can use a combination of oils in different ways to address whatever need that you have at that moment. So typically, this is where your journey would have started. This is what we would recommend to people, because this is great value. And like I said, you know, experiencing this as a lifestyle is important. And if money is not an issue, this is a great place to start, where you actually can use all of these oils in different ways throughout your day for different body systems. And you have the other option of using these as well. So depending on wherever your journey started, or wherever your client's journey has started, you can make this choice. I want to also talk about a few educational resources that can support you as a wellness advocate, also as a consumer, right? So like I said, this should be self-directed healthcare. And so you can really get a lot of information from the website, doTERRA.com, the main website. They have a lot of information, like they are 15 years ahead of us. So there is like so much information there about each and every oil. You can go to the doTERRA blog that has a lot of recipes and, the different ways you can use these oils in your life, and whatever resonates with you, you can take that. Then you have a lot of ebooks available on the website, and you can read them, you can repurpose them, you can write that, and you can take that knowledge and make it your wisdom, write it in your own words and create your own resources, whatever works for you. You have a lot of sourcing videos available, and I love that because I love the intention behind the products, the stories, and and the service element. So I'm always interested in knowing that, and that is what inspires me, and that's the kind of culture that I want to be a part of. And so each oil, you can find this information very easily. And also, if you really, I always say that before you use any oil, please read about it and, know the safety that's needed and all of that, and get that information before you use it, especially if it's your first time. So if you Google, so if you need information and, you don't have anything, but you can just go to Google and just say geranium doTERRA PDF, and you'll get that PDF there, and you can get all the information you need. So everything is very accessible, and you can really educate yourself. Also on the website doTERRA.com, there are many trainings. Some are paid, some are free, and that you can take to really upgrade your knowledge. So I'm going to share a few kind of rituals or things that I do, and that might inspire you just to use them more holistically in your life. So lifting your spirits is a love language that the plants are fluent in. So these are just, so I work a lot with affirmations, and it's about what you want to bring in, right? What do I want to bring into my life? What is the quality, the vibration that I want to bring in? So for lemon, you could put it in your diffuser, you can add it in your water, and you can hold the intention that, I'm directing my focus onto what's thriving, and it creates more of what I want. So you can really shift your focus to what you want rather than what you don't want. Also, you can work with your chakras while you're working with the oils, and so you can apply a drop or two at your sacral chakra, which is like in your tummy area, and then you could hold the intention, when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So like I explained, like lavender oil, if you put it on your body, you will instantly feel a sense of calm, and I think most of you have kind of felt that. So it has that vibration. So each oil has a vibration. Some vibrations we can really feel. So wild orange has the vibration of abundance, and it's an expansive oil, and it kind of takes away any feeling of lack. You can use lavender at your pulse points and heart center, and it can help you speak your truth. So you could affirm that I communicate with ease and grace, and people are willing to embrace what I have to say. You can work with tangerine with a drop at your pulse points in your water, and you could hold the intention that I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. You can create practices like I said, they amplify everything. So this is my practice that I do before I go to bed. It's like I apply lavender at my pulse points, and I say, I'm happy behind my ears, I am well, At your heart center, I am safe. At your solar plexus, I am peaceful. At your sacral, I am at ease. And at the base of your feet, saying, I am supported. So you can really create very intentional ways of using these as a self-care ritual. You can create, natural like things and recipes. So this is a recipe I use as a cough syrup, and whenever I need this support, right? So you can make this and put it in an airtight glass container and use it. You can create your own diffuser blend, like I said, whatever you want to bring in. This is one of my favorite, and this is perfect for your workspace. I diffuse lemon, lavender, and Hawaiian sandalwood, and you can really amplify whatever you are doing. If you are someone who meditates, you can use frankincense, you can diffuse it, you can put a drop on your pulse points, and it can help you really create stable and clear spiritual connection. That's all there is to what I wanted to share today. So thank you very much, and we will stop here.
Thank you, Surbi. It was really wonderful to hear about spiritual, how you connect oils spiritually, and you really took us with the alternate of medicines, like what you can use day to day life. And, instead of medicine, you could have used oils for almost all of your problems in your day to day life. Thank you so much. It's been really nice to have you here. So we'll just open up for question and answer session. If anyone has any question, they can directly ask to Surbhi. So yeah, so there are some comments. It is fantastic, so beautifully explained, wonderful presentation.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm happy to, if there's something more you want to talk about, I'm happy to, share my way of using these oils.
Yes. I think they are all very, are you recording the question and answer session? Okay. If you want, we can just drop.